Welcome back, Tokyo Fresh. We're here every week, as always, guys.
Yeah.
I'm Jordan Green. I'm here with
David. Yeah.
David, long time.
First time. Maybe, hopefully.
We'll
see how this goes.
Maybe, hopefully.
On video.
Maybe, perhaps we'll find out.
Yeah.
Got a couple of videos rolling. Maybe, if nothing fucks up, we'll be able to...
Actually upload this.
Yeah, as a video as well. That would be cool. If not, sorry, guys. In advance.
If not, you are seeing a static image of a picture.
And my voice in that.
Yeah, going...
What's that thing called? The wave...
An audiogram.
An audiogram. I kept calling it...
No, I think it's called... in the actual video editor I'm using, it's like an audio spectrum visualizer. Like, this is like a way cooler name.
I just called it a wave dasher, and then I realized, isn't that just a power ski?
This is what you do in fucking Super Smash Brothers.
Wave dash. That's what I'm getting.
That's
what I'm getting confused. I'm like, this man's just wave dashing everywhere. It's just the thing.
Fox Final Destination. No items.
No.
Podcast.
Oh man, let's go, dude. Wreck everyone in that game. Kirby.
Yeah.
Could have promised. Oh, how's your week been?
It's been okay. I just go back to work and do whatever, and it's fine. Now we're back to regular time, time schedule. Before it was like classes were 30 minutes, but then all the classes were cut in half, so I'd see every class twice. It's the fucking worst. So like the first week, all of them were like that. I had to do my self-introduction to all my classes because I'm at a new school 42 times. 42 times. It's the fucking worst. Like, by the end of that, I didn't even need the PowerPoint. I could just be like, I could draw the fucking pictures. It was the fucking worst.
Did you do all the games and shit as well? Like,
the
same introductory games every time? Shoot me in the face. That's the worst.
It was the fucking worst. But, like, I'm not going to plan anything new. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's true. I got really bored doing, like, introductory activities when I went to a new school. It's the worst part of going to a new school.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's boring. Because it's like, guys, can we just, like, learn about each other over time? How about we just, like... We grow the bond that
honestly,
way.
I'm not that interesting.
I'm pretty interesting, but
I mean, like, by comparison, like, I don't really care. Like, I'm here to teach you English. I'm not like, oh, I'm doing something really cool, so you need to know a lot about me. Yeah. I'm like, I would rather know more about you as a student, so I can, like, maybe make a lesson to something you're interested in. But yeah.
I feel like there was moving this. I feel like there was. Like, there's, like, two types of teachers when it comes to, like, self-introduction. It'll be, like, very straightforward. Hey, I do these things. All right, let's get to the fucking main event. And then there's ones that are like, I want to be your best friend ever. Like, guys, think that I'm cool. I play the guitar. Do you know
I was gonna say Zamboni.
That's like Zamboni.
The Zamboni is not an instrument.
Hey, kids, do you know the Zamboni? Hamboning. You seen it, regular show? You know, then they kept going ham-boning like constantly. You know, have you seen that episode?
I don't think I've seen that episode.
Oh, it's so fucking good, dude. It's like he just constantly keeps screaming ham-boning, like slapping his legs and shit. Like,
fucking why? What?
Right, that's what ham-boning is, like making music by slapping your legs and such.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So I can imagine like an English teacher going like, "Hey guys, my name's like Greg Sensei, and I'm A1 ham boner," and just slapping his legs furiously in class. The police are called. He gets arrested.
It's like, none of that here.
I don't know, some kind of foreign sex dance. We had to arrest him. Just like kick down the door and tase him.
Yeah, that's definitely something that would happen.
It's like that happened, dude.
100%.
100%.
I mean, man, you spend like more than 5 minutes reading about like other teachers living in Japan, and
as we did before the podcast started.
Yeah, we did. Like, I think I spent like 5 minutes, and I scrolled down the same page, and at least 3 times it was like, I'm having a maybe illegal relationship with a student. And it's like, what do you mean maybe?
Don't do that. It's like
don't.
It's like rule 1. Like, don't fuck the students.
Rule 1, don't fuck the students. Rule 2, don't be a sex pest.
Yeah.
Rule 3,
don't fuck the teachers. But that's kind of like tied into rule 2.
Yeah.
I feel like you shouldn't fuck the teachers.
Don't fuck the teachers at your school.
There we go. David, well done. At your school.
At your school.
Very important caveat.
Or in the school.
Or in the school.
That's even worse. Or is it?
Or is it? bring up the graph. I need to. There's like stories of teachers, English teachers dating students. And like teachers from other schools, and then they get transferred to those schools.
Man, just don't do it. This is bad juju, man. Don't fucking do that.
My whole thing was like, don't date anyone in your town.
Yeah.
I had this whole theory, and I mean, it's pretty good. So you don't know where the lines are. So for example, when you're in London, you know where the lines are. You know that, oh, people from this primary school normally go to this secondary school that normally go to this college, university, whatever, because they have like a connection.
Yeah.
You know? And in Japan, it's the same thing. People in this fucking elementary school normally go to this one of these 2 junior high schools that normally go to these high schools that normally filter into these universities. And that is like the path. Those are the lines. That's how the lines sort of like fall.
Yeah.
You can't see the lines as a new person in this town.
Right.
You don't know the lines.
You don't know where.
You know shit.
And that's the thing, like, you don't even know where you're going to see your students.
You don't. Ugh, everywhere is the answer.
Yes, everywhere is the answer. And if you don't think that's the answer, there'll be the day.
Boy.
The day that it'll come up and you'll be fucked.
So I used to live in, I don't live anymore, so I don't care, Odakyu Sagamihara Station. It's that. My danger zones were Ebina Station to Machida. So for those who don't know,
anywhere along that line.
Fucking huge. It's like, it goes, I'm trying to remember the station is. It's like Ebina something, then Odakyu, then my station, then Sagami Ono, then Machida. It was like 6 stations. Like a 6-station fucking black zone where I was like, I can't do anything between these stations because I might see my students.
Yeah. My school was on the Keihin Tohoku line.
Yeah.
So basically everywhere from Yokohama to Tokyo and maybe even farther. I'm fucked. Could be anywhere along that line. I'm absolutely fucked. And because they're kids, right? They're not gonna like transfer 4 trains.
No.
They're gonna ride up and down the line the one way and that's it.
So kids do.
So yeah, if you're on that line, you're
the
fucked.
worst thing is they don't even tell you when they've seen you. They never tell you until Monday morning.
Yeah,
you get to school. The worst one I had, I was in fucking Hakone with Jay. Shout out Jay if you're listening. He's definitely listening. It's Jay. So in Hakone with Jay, get back to school on like Monday. Kid's like, "Hey Jordan Sensei, were you in Hakone eating Hakone eggs this Saturday at 2:25 p.m. wearing a green T-shirt?" I'm like, this motherfucker knows too much. Like, I'm like,
did you have a fucking notebook?
Yeah, I'm like, how did you? Yes, and you're with your friend. He was a very tall white person. I'm like, that was me. How did you know? He's like, I was there. And I was like, why didn't you say anything? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Like, come say hi. Shit, let me know that I need to be my best behavior or something, dude.
Dude, it's fucking weird. That happens all the time. I remember I came back into school on, like you said, like on a Monday morning. I come back into school, and one of my teachers is like, "Oh, I saw you at such and such station with your girlfriend," and I'm like, "Oh, did you?"
He's like, "Oh, yeah, I see."
Did I ever tell you about the time that, unbeknownst to me, I went to Disneyland and then my entire third-year class was there at the same day?
Shut the fuck up! Are you serious?
Yes. Okay, so with my ex-girlfriend, we had went to Disneyland. We had planned this like ahead of time, right? Like way ahead of time to get into Disneyland, of course, right? So we get the tickets. We bought the tickets. We went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And we're walking around, we buy like a fast pass ticket or whatever, and we're waiting in the line for, I think it was Toy Story, the Toy Story ride, because the line is long and we have a fast pass like in an hour for another thing, so you have to burn that time.
Yeah.
So you wait in a line, and we're waiting in this line, and then the line like snakes, right? So like the people are always going past you, and then they'll go past you, like they keep going past you over and over, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this kid, and I'm like, yeah, I know that kid.
Yeah, fuck.
And then I'm like, hey, I know that kid too, and that one, and that one, and that one. And I'm like, uh-oh.
And you were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Yes, exactly.
Did they see you?
Oh, yeah. And they're like talking to me, they're like, oh, David Sensei, like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, I'm just at Disneyland.
I'm just enjoying Disney, my man. Like
Disneyland. And they're like looking at my girlfriend. They're like,
do you think when they go like
I'm like, girlfriendo?
Fuck me.
I'm like,
yeah.
Yes. And they're like, eh.
I hate when they fucking applaud.
Why? Why?
I hate when they applaud.
Why?
I don't know. I was with like, oh man, I was thinking of like a student or something, and like a private student. And then we're walking back to the station, like same direction, because we like randomly bumped into each other. I was like, oh hey, and she's like, oh hey, and I'm like, oh fucking cool, dude. Where are you going? Station? Oh, me too. Let's just like walk in the same direction, have like a quick ad lib English speaking time while we're walking.
Yeah.
So we're like, how has your day been? She's like, my day's been great. I'm like, that's fantastic. Out of nowhere, these fucking group of like 1,000 kids, like 2, but it felt like 1,000 kids just turned up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, Jordan says it's your night. I'm like, I fucking know that voice. It's these 2 like 3rd graders. I'm like, why are you here by yourself? What the fuck is this? And they're like, oh, Jordan says, is this your girlfriend? Someone is like in her 30s. I'm like, no, this is like a student from like a different school. And they're like, kanajou no omedetou. And the woman's just like,
what?
I didn't sign up for this shit.
She's like, huh?
She's like, I'm married. I have kids.
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly,
like,
right. Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Just for right now.
Just for right now. Just for the second. Me too. It's the best. I love when the worst one was, I was in Himeji.
Yep.
Alright. So I'm in Himeji, hanging out, everything's chill. You know, great time. I come back from Himeji, we're starting the class. Ooh, wow, everything's grand, you know. Guys, how was your
Summer vacation.
Winter vacation. Yeah. How was your winter? What did you do? Did you have a good time kind of thing? Where did you go? Who did you see? Let's start the sentence. I went to, and they're like, yeah, I went to da-da-da. Some kid goes, I went to, where did he go? Kobe. And I'm like, fuck, I was right near Kobe. I'm like, shit, this motherfucker went Kobe as well. And he looks at me and goes, Jordan Sensei, you went to Kobe too, right? And I'm like,
what the fuck?
I'm like, how does this motherfucker know I was in Kobe? I was in the countryside of Himeji.
Right.
How does this motherfucker know? And I'm like, I'm sweating, dude. It was like I was being interviewed by the police. I'm like, maybe. What? How much do you know? And he's like, Himeji. And I'm like, buckets of sweat, dude. I'm like, man, this motherfucker knows so much.
Fucking Key and Peele skit.
Yes. I'm like, how does this motherfucker know all this information? I'm like, I was in Himeji. I had a good time. And he's like, Kanajo Genki. And I'm like, fuck, he knows everything. I was to like flip the desk, like just run out the room. And I'm like, how do you know so much? And I'm baffled. I'm like, has this man been stalking me? Is he on my Instagram? And he goes, oh, Sensei told us. I'm like, Sensei, you fucking cunt. Told you that in confidence. Why would you tell the kids?
Right.
This kid's the devil. Because he knew what he was doing.
Right, of course. He's leading you with the questions, right?
Man got me. I was lit buckets of sweat. I was like, motherfucker knows everything. Shit, dude. I'm thinking like, did I do any crime in Kobe?
He's just an undercover cop. He's just a small person, little person in your elementary class.
Elementary school.
Puts on the police cap. You're coming with me.
You're booked. I'm like, fuck! I knew this is how it would end. I got a little person in prison. I'm like crouching in a little cell. The cuffs can't fit on my wrist. There's only my 2 fingers.
It's like a Chinese finger trap.
It's a Chinese fucking finger trap. I'm just like, would have gone away with it too if it wasn't for you pesky police officers. God, yeah, I hate that. They always do it. Mm-hmm. They always find out we are. I think it's worse if you're in the countryside.
Right.
So if you're in like the deep countryside, oh my god, it's so bad. I've heard so I'm drinking coffee, which you can tell if we get the video up, you'll be able to see it.
Yes,
it's Komedo coffee. This isn't a sponsor.
Not yet.
Oh, Komedo coffee sponsor us, dude.
Oh, that'd be great,
dude. I love Komedo coffee.
You know what? They sponsored us, and I got like that fucking. Whenever you order something, you get like that strip of bread with like the anzu bean paste.
Oh, kill me! It's so good. Yeah,
I would eat that. Every single podcast. I would eat every podcast. First thing, I wouldn't even say anything. I'd just look at the camera and go.
It'd be like sponsored by Komedo coffee,
and it'd just have Komedo coffee logo on the bottom.
If you could have one Japanese company sponsor our podcast, and you get free shit from the company, what would it be? So we get like free shit to give away to listeners and free shit for us like to have.
Ooh.
What company would you want to sponsor us? Like any company, you'd be like, oh, Sony, give us free PlayStation. I don't want fucking PlayStation 5. I don't want Wi-Fi router. I already got my company.
If I was gonna give away stuff,
yeah.
Shit.
To all of our listeners. Gotta think of the demographic. You gotta think about, we get some stuff from the company. Some of it's gonna be able to be shipped internationally.
Right.
What dumb Japanese company would you want to...
Here's the answer that makes the most logical sense to me. Is like Bandai Namco.
Oh man, Namco? Hell yeah.
Because Bandai Namco has their fucking fingers in so much shit.
Everything, dude. Yeah.
I should be like, yeah, I can just get a fucking car from them. I'm sure they make a car.
They probably make a car.
They make a fucking Gundam. They make a car.
Shit, they do make a car. Oh my god, you're right. They make everything.
Right.
They make the Dragon Ball Z Heroes game that I fucking destroyed with Tyrone and we spent all my money there. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Tenga.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I had the exact same thought. I was thinking, I'm like, what porn company?
Fucking That is the only company I want to sponsor us. Tenga, if you're listening, come on, man.
Y'all paint these walls red.
I'll paint these walls red. The little white strip.
Yeah. Just leave a little white strip. We'll paint them all red. It's fine.
You ain't getting your deposit back if we paint these walls fucking red.
Fuck it. I'm sponsored. I don't care.
Sponsored by fucking Tenga.
Your fucking 3 mong, deposit. Who gives a fuck?
I don't give a fuck. Tenga's giving me free sex toys for the listeners.
Exactly.
Dude, hell yeah.
Who cares? Speaking of that, I was going back, listening to previous podcasts.
Yeah.
And do you remember we were gonna do a giveaway?
Yeah,
that thing?
Corona's finished.
Yes.
We can do the giveaway.
We should do that.
Fucking finally, dude. That's just been sitting in my house for weeks now. I gotta give it away. Months now, I should say.
It's definitely been months.
At one point, I was gonna sell it because I was like, "This is in my house. I gotta sell it." But I was like, "Nah, it's for a listener."
Yeah.
One of our listeners definitely wants this weird.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hentai
Someone.
sex though.
I don't think that's what it is.
It's not. Sorry, it's not sex though. It's an anime figure. I'm sorry.
You're way overselling it.
I'm way overselling it. It's a very sexualized anime figure. We'll make a.
You know what? I'll just stick a picture right here.
Oh yeah, shit.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Stick a picture there. I'll send you a photo. You can put it up.
There you go.
That's what it is. It's that photo right there. So we gotta make a competition to give it away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe I'll take a week to think about it, and then next week I'll think of a little competition we can do.
Excellent.
Could be something easy.
Yeah.
Something quick, something fun, just to get it off my hands, and then we can send it.
Send it away.
What if I can use my company's money to send it? What if I can send it for free on my company's
Guys, I need to contact someone overseas with a package.
Guys, I've called you this meeting. I have an important topic to discuss. So, sex toys. Before you leave, let me explain.
Right.
How quick will I be fired if I try to get this?
I want to see you. I want you to, next time you have a meeting about what articles should we write? Article about sex toys. See if you can get it done. That would be great.
Yo, challenge accepted. Oh my god. And it gives me the clout to go into stores and start looking for sex toys and shit.
There you go.
There's that giant sex toy store in
Akihabara.
Akihabara. Have you been there?
Yeah.
Dude, it's a good store. Dude, there's some good stuff in there.
The basement is fucking shady as fuck though.
I've not been. There's a basement?
Oh yeah. I assume you're talking to one that's right outside the gate of the station, right?
Yeah.
That's it's on the corner.
It's right there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a basement.
There's a basement?
Yeah.
I've never been to the basement. What's in the base? David,
You don't want to know
is
what's
it
in the basement.
bad?
No. I think that
Dude, I expect it's Akihabara. I expect some bad
you know what?
shit.
I haven't been there in a long time. So it's very possible that it has changed. I doubt it. But in the basement, if I remember correctly, was you know how Akihabara has those glass boxes where you can sell stuff? You can
Yes.
buy, you can rent the
anime
boxes and
figures there.
yeah, and then sell your own shit.
Yeah.
It's that, but for sex stuff or used underwear.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Man, Akihabara is fucked.
Yeah. I've said it before. If you need to find pornography, there is only one place you need to go.
Yeah,
and it's Akihabara.
It's Akihabara, yeah. I mean, I don't know why you want to find pornography. It's online and it's free. Mm-hmm. But if you really do have weird niche fetishes, you need sort of itched, spanked, I don't know, stabbed. I don't know what your fetish is. Akihabara's gonna get you. Akihabara's got you.
Yep.
I remember the first one was at like international student times, and I'm going up the stairs. You know, every sixth floor or something is always like a weird sex thing.
Oh yeah, just in general. Yes, it's always on the top floor.
It's always on the top floor of a building. Yeah. So if you go up too high, you're like, oh, it's suddenly all gay porn.
Weird.
Let me just have a just
what's on the next floor?
Just 5 minutes. Let me just have a look, guys. I'll be here when you need me. Give me a second. Like, it's really funny. It was like you have women walking around wearing like masks, like buying a bunch of gay porn. It's always more women on those floors than men as well, which is very interesting. Like the weird BL scene is very.
Oh,
big.
of course, yes. It's always women.
Always.
You never see a gay dude in there.
No,
not a one.
No, it's always women. It's very interesting. Yeah. One of my old teachers, I won't say who, liked reading like BL manga and stuff like that. It's very entertaining. So we're in a nomikai.
Yeah.
So we're drinking, hanging out, everyone's drinking. We get to the Nijikai, which was karaoke.
Of course.
And then, because we were right
as per usual.
Karaoke is the greatest Nijikai. And then we get to like Sanjikai. And then the group splits into like Joshikai and like Danshikai. So all the guys are like, we're gonna go and I don't know what we're gonna do. Something Danshikai, I don't care. All the girls were like, we're gonna go and like go to this bar and drink there. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go home because like I don't care about the otokokai. Yeah, it's always gonna be boring. Like sometimes it's fun, but most time it's pretty boring. Joshikai is more fun normally. It's more like upbeat conversation, and like they usually drink a ton more than the guys. So I was like, if anything, I'd be down for the Joshikai, but can't impose myself on the Joshikai.
Right, exactly. Even
Even though most of my closest friends in that school were the female teachers.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna go home. So I was walking home, but it was the same way as the bar they were going to. So they're like, oh, Jordan, are you coming to the Joshikai as well? I'm like, I live this way. They're like, hey, so nano, hey, you live this way as well? And I'm like, yeah. And then like walking for a bit, we're talking, hanging out, and they're like, oh, going into this bar. And I was like, oh, I know this bar because I've been there before. They're like, oh, come in for a drink. And I was like, I'm not going to say no because it's alcohol.
Right.
And I do like me some alcohol. So long story short, I go into this bar, we're hanging out, and they're talking about, because in karaoke we were singing like old anime songs, which was pretty fun for a while. And then one of the teachers was like, oh, do you guys still read like manga and stuff? And everyone's like, oh, not really, only sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, occasionally I read manga. She's like, oh, Jordan, what do you read? And I'm like, oh, do you know this? You know this? She's like, oh, yeah, a little bit. She's like, do you know this or this? And she's like, a bit of the title. And I was like, oh, what's that? I'll search. She's like, oh, no, you don't have to search it. And I was like, now I have to search it.
Now I have to search it.
So I searched and I was like, it's just two guys on the cover. This is very...
Have you ever noticed...
Click on this. Yeah.
Like, have you ever noticed with, like, yaoi, like, anime, like, art? Everyone has giant hands.
Massive hands, dude.
What is up with... Why? What?
So they can grip the big-ass anime dick, dude.
Of course. Of course.
Science.
That makes so much sense.
It's just how things evolved in the weird anime world. No, it's true. It's weird. I mean, like...
It's very strange.
I think out of all the manga and stuff I had collected over time, I didn't even know BL was a thing until I came to Japan.
Right. I always heard people talk about, like, yaoi manga, but, like, I never heard about any that were actually popular.
Yeah.
People, like, were like, haha, yaoi, it's funny, it's a joke, right? Yeah. But it's, like, a legitimately serious, like, genre brand of manga that just... I mean, I imagine that most of it never came out in English, probably because it's gay and you can't have that.
Can't have that's gay. Yeah, a little bit, probably.
Probably.
I mean, it's weird that how much stuff did get translated over. That is something that didn't get translated over. Like, I mean, we got, bad translations of, like, One Piece. We got, like, trash things of, like, Sailor Moon come over.
Yep.
Like...
Yeah, but those are popular enough in Japan that it made sense, probably.
I mean, I guess so, but still. Like, I'd rather have just a bunch of, like, weird shit, and then a bunch of, like, not so weird shit, and then let people sort of...
figure out what they need to do.
Figure it out by yourself. Like, here's all the shit we have. Look it over. See what you're interested in. Like, it just seems to make more sense. More money as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I this is like an entire different thing altogether. But, like, I hate when a company wants to decide my morals for me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, where something comes out, for example, like something comes out in Japan, right? And they're like, oh, we're changing it for the English release because it doesn't line up with whatever bullshit morals that the West has. It's like, well, okay, like, why are you making that decision for me?
I think the most egregious was like the Ash Ketchum, no, was it Brock? The jelly donut onigiri mistranslation of Pokemon. Yeah.
I love jelly
donuts. You know,
nothing hits the spot like a jelly donut.
Yeah, why are these motherfuckers eating jelly donuts for lunch?
Just onigiri.
Has your mother not raised you good? Like, the fuck?
And they're like, it looks like no jelly donut that anyone in North America has ever eaten.
It's like more confusing to have it as a jelly donut.
Because someone says, it's a jelly donut, and you look at it and you're like, that is clearly rice.
You're like, why? In Asia, do they think rice is jelly?
I legitimately had, because, like, I mean, Pokemon came out before I was, like, really interested in Japan, right? So then they're like, jelly donuts, and I'm like, who puts jelly in rice? What the fuck? Yeah. Because you could clearly tell it was rice. Yeah, it's obvious.
These motherfuckers in Japan putting jelly inside of rice and calling it a donut?
Yeah.
We gotta go back. We gotta show them how it's done. They're fucking up. You come, you're like, oh, they got Mr. Donut here? They're doing it right. I hate Mr. Donut. It's terrible.
What?
I don't like it.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. I don't like it.
Do you have a mental deficiency?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like pondering?
No, I don't really. I think the problem is I don't really eat sweet things.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
Yeah. So the rare times I eat sweet things, I don't eat them. That makes sense. Yeah, I have like a very, very low threshold for sweet things. So I eat like some and I'm like, I'm done.
Right.
I like 2 bites and I'm like, I'm done here. There's nothing more to be had. Bring me the black coffee and the alcohol. It's time to get.
We're done.
It's time to get either very drunk or very awake. We're only doing one or the other. We're not doing both.
Go to bed or wake up.
I'm gonna sleep forever. I'm gonna be hyped. Like, the worst drink ever is the espresso martini.
What the fuck?
Have you never had an espresso martini?
No.
Oh, I gotta readjust my seating position for this one. An espresso martini is the worst thing humans have ever done. Because it's an espresso.
I don't know about that.
It's the worst thing. Fair. Valid. No, it's terrible. So it's basically just, as I said, it's a martini, but like the base is an espresso shot. So you drink, they're good, smooth, like they go down really easy, they're really good if you like coffee, but you're drinking a shot of espresso every time.
And then basically a shot of alcohol as well.
You can't sleep. Like, it ruins you forever. Like, I had one.
Where are you getting these? Yeah, like, I never even heard of this as a menu item.
I go to nice bars, David. Like,
fair enough.
I like stylish bars, David. No, I do. I like got a lot of like nice bars. If you go to a bar that's a good cocktail menu, you get an espresso martini. You just order it. You should be able to get one. I wonder if that 200 yen place will have.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. They probably have something.
Oh, that bar is so good. But yeah, like, I drank a bunch of them one night because I think the first time I had them, I drank a bunch of them, and it just put me on my ass. Like, I was like, I'm fucked up. I want to go to bed. I'm in bed just wide awake. I think it was like 8 o'clock in the morning when I eventually fell asleep.
Yeah.
I was so hyped. Dude, I was so awake.
I can imagine.
The hangover, though? None. It was fine.
None. Zero.
I
guess that makes sense. You're taking like raw fucking coffee.
Yeah, dude.
At the same time as you're taking alcohol.
And then I'm like chugging while I go to sleep, buddy. Flush it out.
Flush it out.
Flush the coffee out. Gotta get some sleep. It was good.
Yep.
What's the one alcohol you'll never touch again? The memories are coming back.
Did I ever tell you the story about the time that I got really drunk on Jägermeister and orange juice?
Go on.
Okay, so this was first year of university.
Where all the mistakes are made.
Yeah. So, I don't know how this happened, because I'm a fucking nerd. But somehow, I managed to get to a party in my city in the penthouse of one of the apartment buildings.
Nice.
So, like, literally the elevator goes up into this person's house, right? So, I don't know. It is a very weird sequence of events to how I got to this party, right? But anyway, so I'm this fucking first year nerd kid who doesn't know shit. I end up at this party in this penthouse, which is, like, held by the school, not like valedictorian. What the fuck are they called? The person who runs like school council or whatever, right? Like a high person in the school council, like the president or whatever. So we're up in this fucking penthouse. People are fucking doing drugs and fucking, you always think of like the school rep person is like the goody two shoes, but no, it's fucking doing like cocaine and shit. Just like it was fucking nuts.
That's how they won the election. They did the most cocaine. They stayed awake the longest.
So I get up to this party and I brought like a bottle of Jägermeister, right? I don't know why, because Jägermeister's not that great. It's like fucking root medicine, but alcohol.
Yeah.
But it mixes good with orange juice, which is very weird.
Does indeed. An energy drink.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. There's plenty of those too. I drank about half the bottle by myself.
Not good.
So I was fucking done, right? But I did that very early in the evening, and that night I was like, oh yeah, I'll drive all my friends home, no problem. So I drove all of them home fucking hammered. What the fuck? I'm very drunk. We stopped at McDonald's and went through the drive-thru while I was drunk driving the car. I should not admit this. This is admitting to crimes, and this is terrible.
Allegedly.
He allegedly. To be fair, at the time, I felt like I had sobered up. I probably was definitely not sobered up.
That is good.
But
so good.
Then I drive my friend to her house and drop her off. And by this time, it's like 12:30 at night, like 1 a.m. And I live outside of the city. Like, I'm gonna have to be driving for another hour, and I'm like, I'm not taking that fucking risk. Cops are gonna get me.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
They waiting for you. Dude. Yeah.
Like, I wasn't that far from the apartment was not far from her house. It was like maybe 10 minutes. So I'm like, okay, 10-minute drive. I'll be fine. I'll be Gucci.
Easy.
Drive casual.
Easy.
So I get to her house, and I'm like, yo, can I just like crash on your fucking couch? She's like, sure, yeah, no problem. About 4 a.m., I wake up, just puke all day. I was there till like 3 in the afternoon.
No
throwing
way.
up. I definitely had alcohol poisoning. 100%.
Great times.
Jägermeister? Haven't drank it since.
Well, there's always... Everyone has like one alcohol that they'll never touch again.
Right.
Like everyone has it.
What's yours?
Tequila.
Tequila. It's a bad one.
It's a bad one, dude. If my body reacts to tequila like a shark reacts to blood in the water. Like if there's any tequila in anything I drink, apart from there's one thing I can drink with tequila, mojitos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mojitos are great.
I can drink mojitos. Anything else, like if there's a drop of tequila in it, my body automatically rejects it. Like,
right.
To the extent where after I had my incident with tequila, I'm at a different party like a year and a bit later. Mixing drinks, hanging out. My friend gives me, he's like, John, I made you a drink. I'm like, yo, dude, safe. I take it. Take a little sip, and I'm like, my body is automatically like, it's like,
doing this.
Eject. And I'm like, my dude, was there tequila in that drink? He's like, oh, how did you know? It's like, I'm about to throw up. That's how I know. Like, straight away, instant. My body was like, nope, no, not having this again. Just rejected it.
Yeah.
It's like, no. My body...
It's weird how your body does that, right?
It knows.
It's like, nope, not this again.
Not again. Fucking eject that shit, dude. But no, it's horrible. For vodka as well, I couldn't drink that for a while. But now,
same.
Now me and vodka are okay. We made up.
Yep.
Me and tequila, nah, man. Oh, yeah. No, that's the story for another time. It's a longer story. But yeah, it was. Oh man, it's disgusting. Let me move this again so I can go back. I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh yeah, I was literally just about to ask you about.
Go on.
This man who's possibly insane. Yeah.
Okay. So, for those listening, there's a little backstory to this. It's pretty fun. So the man I talked to online, and there's a few people I talked to online, and to keep all their names out of it, I won't really say who they are or I'll paraphrase what they said, but I won't say it exactly because let's keep them secret. But these people love conspiracy theories. Like, not love in a sense of they're fun to talk about and bullshit on because they're all clearly fake. Love to the extent where they truly believe these things are real, and like they believe them to like such a crazy extent. So when COVID was coming out,
is it like these people where you can't believe they're real until you see them in a video and you're like, what the fuck?
I thought it was an elaborate troll for the longest time, to the extent where I messaged him one day because he said something like when the 5G towers came out, and he's like, oh man, he's like, wrote a massive thing like on Instagram. He said, man, these 5G towers causing coronavirus, man, like everyone's getting sick, and I'm like, I
fucking what,
dude? I like fucking swiped up and I was like, yo, dude, that's hilarious. Yeah, man, people really saying that kind of shit. And he's like, yeah, man, have you seen these towers everywhere, man? It's insane. We're all gonna get sick because of these fucking 5G towers. And I'm like, wait, is this?
Wait, hold on a minute.
Yeah, it was like, hold on a minute. This man is very serious. He truly believes the 5G towers are causing the Roni.
Right.
So I was like, oh, dude, like the virus was out before the towers. Mm-hmm. And he's like, what? No, man, the towers are, that's what they want you to think. And I'm like, no, dude, no, look. I'll be like, he'll send me shit, like, read this and this. He'll send like 5 articles at the same time. Like, boom, read this, enlighten yourself. And I'm like, fuck. But I would.
Right.
Because I had to see what this guy was drinking, you know? I had to taste
what flavor of Kool-Aid?
What flavor of Kool-Aid was this man consuming? It was like, what? Man, it was...
Lemon lime.
Man, it was wild cherry. This man was wild. It was fucking wild cherry, dude. I took a little taste of that Kool-Aid. I was like, nah, there's poison in that. Take that shit away from me, dude. So, like, I read all these articles he'd sent me.
Yeah.
And so many of them had so many, like, inaccuracies. Like, one article he sent me, like, completely countered a different article. So I wrote him a massive reply, and I was like, yeah, dude, so I'd screenshotted and, like, highlighted the article. Like, so this says this, but if you look here, it actually, like, says this. And if this says this, look here, like, this is wrong. So all this shit back, and I was like, all right, now it's your turn to read all this stuff. And I managed to convince him that the 5G towers were not causing coronavirus. It took me, like, a week and a half to convince this man that the 5G towers, because then, like, he'd be like, oh, maybe you're right. And then, like, some right-wing whatever will be like, yo, man, corona's caused by turtles. And he's like, fuck, he's got it again. Now he's like, man, Jordan, did you hear? It's the turtles.
Did you hear about the turtles?
What the fuck? You're gonna do it again. Like, dude, same thing we did last time. Fucking cycle continues. But that was the big one. That's when I first realized this man is actually crazy. Like, he generally thought that COVID was caused by the 5G towers. And it's insane. I've never actually met someone like that personally.
Right. Someone who's just, like, absolutely batshit into conspiracy theories.
God, it was insane. Do you have anyone like that? Like,
not really. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever known anyone like that. Other than, like, you know, famous people like Alex Jones, you know.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you know.
But I feel like
frogs gay.
The frogs gay. But I feel like Alex Jones and them guys, they're doing it for the money.
That's the thing, like, I don't honestly know. Alex Jones is so fucking crazy that I don't honestly know if he's, like, actually like that or if he's a troll. And I think the real answer is it's both.
Yeah.
He is absolutely batshit, and he's doing it
troll.
to troll people.
Yeah. I feel like, so, for the longest time, I was like, okay, I thought the famous people doing it were definitely trolls.
Right.
I was like, they're doing it to sell whatever products they're selling to, like, the stupidest people. Like, let's be honest, it's normally America. So the stupidest people in America and abroad. And I thought, okay, this must be it. And there must be, like, 1% of the people who kind of really believe it. And then everyone else is either trolling or they're just, like, they think it's funny. And they're just, like...
exactly. They're they're riling up the actual crazy people.
They're riling up, like, the 1% of insane people who think these things are true.
Right.
Then after talking to this guy and then talking to some of his friends, I was like, there are a lot of people like this
who are absolutely insane.
Crazy.
Well, did you see like Florida, that Florida town hall that they had recently?
It was so good.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Man, talk about Florida man, fucking Florida women. Holy shit.
It's the woman who was like, what did she say? It was like wait, I don't remember. something about the mask made by like the devil, and you're taking away our rights.
Why are you wearing the mask?
Yeah.
You're listening to the devil's law.
Devil's law. I'm listening to God's law. It was so good.
Shit, like why are you wearing a mask? You're spitting on God's like beautiful respiratory system.
And it's like old woman. So we got a right to breathe, and you can't take away our right to breathe. And I'm like, man, America is fucked.
Like, imagine, how can you be such a fucking Karen that you can't wear a mask that you can very easily breathe in? Mm-hmm. They're not hard to breathe in, those masks.
We wear them all the time.
Every day.
We wear them all the time. They're annoying because they're hot. If they went up there and they were like, a woman sat down and she goes, all right, listen, these masks are fucking hot.
And annoying.
And I don't want to wear it, and they're sweaty and they're annoying. I'll be there like, she got a point. Yeah. She got a point. They hot. I mean, we're going to wear them still, but they hot. She got a point there. When you have these Karens coming up like, oh, the mask, I can't breathe, and God told me. When anyone says God told me, you just start tuning it out until like they're done. Because anything that comes after that is going to be batshit crazy.
Oh yeah.
No, God told me.
No. That's when you want to tune in, because you're gonna get a show.
Yo, that's when I hit that record button. Like, God told me. I'm like, I mean, just whenever that God is like stretched out.
Yeah.
Whenever it's not like, it's never anyone going. So our Lord and Holy Father Jesus Christ told me that. It's never that.
No.
It's never God told me that. It's always God told me. Whenever that O becomes an AW, you're like, ooh, stop.
When you got a long God.
When you got a long God. When that man over 8 feet tall, that's when you know.
That's how he got into heaven.
That's how he got into heaven.
Just reach right up there.
Man, I want to be part of that religion where like the longer God's name is, the taller he is.
The more holy he is.
The more holy he is, like, because the more of him is technically in heaven.
Exactly. He's just closer to heheaven, and you gotta tithe.
You gotta really.
And the more you tithe, the more he grows.
The more he
just
grows,
like
bro.
fucking.
I've given him all my money, and I've stretched out his name to like 22 W's. Man,
it's just like pi. just add another O or A.
It's just like pi.
It just keeps going. It just never ends.
Never ends, dude. Oh.
God is infinite, Jordan.
He's infinite, dude. It's gonna be like, it's like G, then like the sign for infinity, and then just D. It's like, man,
that's a shirt.
That's a shirt.
That's a shirt.
That's a shirt. Wait, I want to be like Jehovah's Witness that comes to people's doors like every Sunday. He's like, I got some news for you. Like, you're inside, like, I mean, I do like news. You open the door, it's like, sorry to bother you today, sir and or madam, but have you heard about our Lord and Savior, God? And you're like,
he does it so long, he just passes out.
Passes out. Someone takes his place.
They always work in pairs.
He passed out halfway through. Terribly sorry for him. He's new. I'll continue where he left off.
He doesn't have the lung capacity.
He just starts screaming. Your neighbors come out like, oh, the Jehovah's are here. Fantastic.
Not again.
He's fucking like that door.
Those are the people that are just like in like their Sunday best at the gym. They're training with those like breath masks so they can just increase their lung capacity.
Yeah, they only care about lung capacity, nothing else. Like, you know the hyperbolic time chamber and shit?
Oh, yeah.
Like Dragon Ball Z nonsense. They're in there, but they're just like doing like Pilates with like masks on their nose.
All they do is they just scream out in the white void.
Out to the void. You know when Vegeta gets really injured and he's in that like container to heal himself when he's on Namek and shit? They're just in that screaming into the water trying to improve their lung capacity. Then their body just like gets longer, it's just lung. It's just all lung.
That's how you know you are truly righteous. When you grow 8 feet like God.
When you grow 8 feet like God. When your body is 92% lung, that's how you know you holy, bro. Listen.
92%.
You can't even eat. Ain't no space for that stomach. It's just lung.
It's gone. It's lung.
It's just lung. You breathe really heavily. Everyone's like,
guy just like walks up to your door. He's this shape.
He's just like fucking wide as shit.
looks like Luffy when he's doing Fusen attacks.
Fucking Luffy. He starts breathing in to say God. He's like, man, he's growing in size and stature. He's gonna go get third.
God no.
God. house explodes and shit. Like, you don't open the door, he just blows that shit down and throw the three little pigs. He's like, and I'm gonna huff, and I'm gonna puff, and God, your house down. Just four fucking caves in.
Just right off the hinges.
Right off the fucking hinges. You're like, man, it's a strong Jehovah's Witness right there. Man's got a lung capacity of 2 men. It's insane.
Fair.
Fuck. I'm like, oh
what other
God.
What other fucking weird conspiracy theories was this guy into? Or was that the one for the week?
Oh man, no, there was more. So apparently this is really sad actually. He really got me. So how much? No way, I can't do that one because you know who he is. We had to search him. So he believes.
I know who he is.
No, you don't know who he is, but you'll be able to find him easily if I say
okay.
He has an okay amount of followers. That's why. So he believes that like he has like really weird theories. So it'll be like it will start really normal. Weird theories.
I swear to God, you said furries. He has a lot of weird furries.
A lot of weird furries. There's one like Donald Duck. I don't know what that's about, but you know, there's also really. Okay. They always start pretty normal, then see like a fucking right turn. Like so. On the train this morning, I'm riding here, and he's like, get into a conversation. And he's like, Jordan, man, with all this like Black Lives Matter movement and stuff, you know, it's really hard. You know, black people are being, they're being suppressed, they're being held down. You know, people are being like uneducated and thrown into these areas where you know they can't like prosper. And I'm like, bro, you right? Because he's right. He's right. I'm like, bro, you right. Slavery, Jim Crow, like these are serious issues that we all gotta deal with. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, man. Because the Illuminati is poisoning our water supplies, and that's what's making us dumb. And I'm like, hold on a minute. This was a logical conversation. How the fuck did you get there? Like, you took a hop, skip, and a fucking jump into a well. You can't do that. Like, it was so normal.
The Illuminati is poisoning our water and making us dumb.
Yep.
How much water you drinking, my dude?
How much water you drinking? Because, like, it made sense. It was like, yo, slavery, bad. Jim Crow, bad. These things ain't good. And the logical next step was, and now they've defunded our education in poor areas because it's funded via, like, property tax? And all the property is cheap in America, and that's why education is good in these areas. And you go, yep, that's a logical progression of thought right there, my dude. Good job. And he goes, nope. Slavery, Jim Crow, man, poison. Fucking...
Not just poison, Illuminati poison.
And we know that's the most potent of poison.
Comes right from a pyramid with an eyeball on it.
Man, listen. You get any pyramid, you turn that shit upside down, poison comes out.
Right off the tip.
Right after the pyramid. They tried it in Egypt. You can look it up. They turned the pyramids upside down.
They didn't want to have floods.
They turned upside down.
They made the Nile the first time by accident.
Poison. Listen, you don't believe me? Draw a triangle right now, turn it upside down.
You ever heard of Moses?
Moses?
You ever heard of Moses?
You ever heard of Moses, my dude?
Man talked to a flaming bush.
Listen.
Couldn't put that out with water?
Nah.
That's because they didn't have the Illuminati water.
Man, David's a wise man. David, hold on.
Am I the conspiracy
theorist? Have you heard about God, David? This bullshit.
Let me tell you what I think about contrails.
Fucking other chemtrails. Dude. It's not every day. It's like every week or two.
Yeah.
I'll stumble across his Instagram feed. And there will always be a new conspiracy theory. And if I'm feeling energetic, feeling up to it, I'll be like, all right, listen, this is wrong because of X, Y, and Z. Or he'll be sharing some like documentary. And I'm like, okay, this isn't a real documentary. This is just some bullshit people have put together.
Right.
And I'm like, I think the thing that saddens me the most is that he shares it and then so many people comment like, yeah, you're right, man. This is fucking correct. Yeah, dude, I always believed this. And I'm like, I'm glad. It's in America, to be fair. He's an American dude. And like,
oh, these people are everywhere, though.
Mm-hmm.
Just Americans are the loudest.
America's the loudest. Japan as well. You seen that the guy running for office in his car saying that like coronavirus is a cold?
No. I heard about the wacky anime man.
What?
There's a guy who's like, we need Japan to become a utopia and we can do this through like anime, and he's like wearing a fucking like Kigurumi fucking like suit, and he's saying all this weird ass shit, and he's like the libertarian candidate. He's like Too far left, it's bad. Too far right, it's bad. We meet in the middle, anime. I'll vote for that, man.
The middle of Japan's political spectrum is anime?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I mean, it makes sense. It's very fence-sitting of them. Just like, do you want to vote? Now it's watch anime.
Let's watch anime.
Let's watch anime, dude. It's like
You know what? You'll feel better.
You will, man.
By the end of the time you finish watching anime, you'll definitely feel better than talking about politics.
There's a guy now walking around, riding on those fucking speaker cars.
Fucking hate those dudes.
Those speaker cars. He was screaming into this thing that Corona is like, Corona! Tada no kaze desu! But like, I think he expects everyone to go,
correct.
But everyone was just like,
shut the fuck up.
Fuck up, man. Like, no one cares. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think I was in Shinjuku.
Yep.
Where all the crazies fucking
Congregate.
There we go. Forgive me.
Correlate.
Congregate.
They meet right
there, dude. So they fucking meet.
Between the supply and demand
Between the
craziness.
fucking supply of... Listen, they're there. It's, screaming to saying that, like, Corona's just like a vibe. Like, Corona tade no kaze desu. And I'm like, man, this guy's fucking annoying. He's loud, he's screaming it, and like, I'm hoping like not a lot of people believe him. But then we go full circle. I come home one day, in my room, I load up the fucking Xbox, the PlayStation, about to jump on some, what's I playing? The game we were playing together.
Apex.
Good game, fun game. Finally won, got first place.
Nice.
It was fucking sick. Match is loading. My neighbor's being loud, and I'm like, ooh.
Oh, is this another part of the Neighbor Chronicles?
You know it's part of Neighbor Chronicles. Okay. My boy is insane. So, I paused my thing I was watching.
Yep.
I don't load a new match. I turn that TV way down. And I sit right by the wall. I'm just like, what's motherfucker screaming about today? Let me find out. He's in his room. And it sounds like he's rocking back and forth. And I don't know it to be true. But the way he's speaking, it sounds like he's just going...
Do you know
Corona wa taru no kaze. Corona wa tazu no kaze. Corona wa taru no kaze. Getting really hyped up, and then he like does it for like 2-3 minutes, leaves his house, goes downstairs, he's outside now, and he just starts screaming like, what did he say? Saize ga tokui. Like saize like dogezo. Like saize like sitting on your fucking
Seiza, yeah.
Seiza. So he's like seize ga tokui, and just starts running. Like running up the block and then running back down again. And I can hear him saying he runs the block saying, and I can hear him coming back down again. He runs past the house and he runs back up again. He does like 3 or 4 times and goes back inside. And I'm like, 3 or 4 times is not a workout for one thing, my dude. You're gonna go running. Like, the fuck is up and down gonna do a couple of times. You still a very skinny, unhealthy man. You need to eat more. But man's insane. The Chronicles.
Yeah, dude.
The Chronicles never end with this guy. It is. Did I tell you about his laundry?
No.
You remember last week when it was raining every day?
Yeah.
And there was that one day when it was nice and sunny.
Yep.
During that one day, I did my laundry.
Yep.
Pretty late in the day, to be fair. But I did it. Hung it all
you
out.
gotta go to work.
You gotta go to work. Did it late in the day. I hung it outside. Perfect. Now I'm hanging up my laundry. I'm like, man, my neighbor did his laundry already. My man must have got up early to do his laundry. Smart man. Nicely done. His shit was hung up a bit weird. Like, some of it was on hangers, actually hanging up on the railing. Some of it was just draped over his balcony. But, like, the hanger was still in it, but it was draped over the dirty balcony.
Okay.
But I'm like, you've washed this shit. Hang it up. What the fuck? Alright, whatever, cool. Cool, do your thing. Alright. Nighttime comes. Check my laundry. It's still a bit moist. I'm like, alright, we'll leave it for the night. We leave it. I wake up really early the next day because it was going to rain really early in the morning. Take my shit, bring it inside. My neighbor's shit's still outside. I'm like, oh, he ain't woken up yet. Of course not. It's like, it must have been like 6 in the morning.
Right.
He's sleeping. Of course, it's 6 in the morning. I take my shit inside. I hang it all up. I go back to bed for a bit. Wake up again, leave my house, go for it's raining now because it's umbrella up. Go out my day. Come back again. His shit is still outside.
Oh, dude, it rained hard this week.
It rained hard. His shit was outside all day in the rain. I'm like, my man must not be home. He's home. I can hear him. He's in his house. His shit
just left his shit outside?
For 2 days in the rain.
What the fuck?
For 2 days, his shit was just outside in the rain. And remember, he washed his shit earlier than I did the day before, so his shit was dry.
Right.
Just left it in the rain for 2 days.
Maybe he just figured, oh, it got wet the first day, so fuck it, it's already wet, and I gotta wash it again, so...
I'll just leave it there for 2 days.
I'll just leave it there for 2 days.
Which I thought would have made sense if all this shit was like hanging up.
But it's not.
It's not. It's like draped over the
balcony
railing and shit. Yeah. So it's gonna get dirty, like super dirty again. This man doesn't have a washing machine. He goes to the laundrette to do it. So he's going to the laundrette, come back, hung his shit up, and then left it in the rain for 2 days.
That seems...
My man is
bad.
Got some screws loose. Like 100% screws loose. And I need to leave this apartment for this man goes like, completely insane and just starts like attacking people, which I assume eventually will
I
do.
mean, at this point, he's probably just gonna murder you.
Me?
Yeah.
Probably will try his best. He's a very weak man. That's the problem here. Like we spoke about when I saw him that one time and it was like very, what's the word I'm looking for? Feeble looking, scrawny would be the word. I mean, he started
twiggy alien.
Very twiggy. He started to go running, very tuny built. He's still got that tuny built element about him.
Because that tuny energy.
He's very angsty, guys. He's very angsty. But yeah, that's been my insane week, David. Oh, do you have any questions this week, by the way?
I do. You can access our Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because I would use my phone, but
we're using it to record things. That's why I have my phone on me. Alright, guys, let's do mail time. David, do the spiel.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, if you have questions that you want to send us your questions at TokyoFreshPodcast@gmail.com,
yes,
at TokyoFreshPod on Twitter, and of course, which the easiest place is on Instagram, TokyoFreshPodcast. Or, I forget to mention this every time, we have a Discord.
Yeah, we
Join
do.
the Discord. We talk on the Discord.
Give us a
shout.
It's pretty fun on Discord, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullshit going on there. Man, I normally only use my Instagram.
Right.
Jumping onto this one is...
I know that there's one from friend of the show, Lysandra.
Oh, Lysandra! What question did you send us?
It's a little bit down. Someone liked every single fucking post we ever made.
Nice. Nicely done, guys. Ah, found it.
Okay, great.
Oh, wait, this last week? Does your work as an editorial assistant in Intel Travel?
No. You're too far.
Am I too far?
You've gone too far.
Gone too far? I'm gonna leave it to you.
Dug too deep.
You can have my phone.
Hang on. It would be in a story, right? Oh, here it is.
Got
right
it?
here.
That was easy.
Right there.
Oh, there we go. I'm so dumb. What would you say is the biggest misconception about Tokyo?
The biggest misconception about Tokyo? That is a good question. Thanks, Lysandra. That is a great question, actually. What is the biggest misconception about Tokyo? The biggest misconception about Tokyo is that Tokyo's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Tokyo is cool, but
Yeah.
Tokyo's not cool.
Yeah. Tokyo, I think, is as cool as you make it.
Make it, yeah.
So I feel like if you're pretty lame, if you're pretty boring and you come to Tokyo and you expect Tokyo to provide the cool, it's not going to do it. So, yesterday, we were hanging out I was in Kanagawa. So with the boys in Kanagawa, with Jay, Mike, Finn, all the boys. We're hanging out. And there were some new people there as well. And me, Mike, and Jay were like swapping stories about like the ridiculous times we've had like fucking around Tokyo. Like accidentally getting involved with like bozoku, like the biker gangs, or like, I don't know, being dragged to like random bars by random humans, accidentally invading different groups and then becoming like really good friends with them, like stuff like that. Normal everyday stuff for us, because it's sort of what we do here. You know, we get into mischief, we have fun. And then I asked the other two, I was like, oh, you guys got any crazy stories about Japan yet? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, where have you been in Japan? And one guy's like, oh, literally just Kanagawa in Tokyo. And I'm like, you are never going to have any fun. Like, this is, wow, no. Like, if you're spending all your time basically in the prefecture that you were sort of sent to,
yeah,
and the one just adjacent to it, that being Tokyo,
which is like might as well. Yeah,
be the same place. Yeah. It's like, what are you really doing? Like, you're not putting yourself out there enough to have a good time.
No,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. What is like misconceptions about Tokyo?
I think one of the ones is that Tokyo is expensive. I feel like it can be, but if you...
I think people don't realize how big Tokyo is. Like, huge. The price for something... The price for, like, something like... if you're talking, like, expensive, like, housing or, like, food and stuff.
Yeah.
The price for something in Tachikawa is not the same as the price for something in Shibuya.
Oh, no, it's not. No,
not even close.
Like, my house is closer towards Tachikawa.
Yeah.
Than it is to main Tokyo.
Right.
And I pay, what? $400
a month.
A month for my apartment, basically.
And I have a big apartment. I pay $7.
You pay $7.
The place that I was at before in Tokyo, $1,200.
Insane. And this place is bigger.
Yeah. Yes.
Dumb.
Yep.
Absolutely insane. And I think it all depends on where you're looking, like what you actually want out of it. I think, misconception. When you come to Tokyo, a big misconception is that you have to stay in like Shibuya or Shinjuku or like...
Yeah, that's true.
That's a big one, yeah. Stay like outside Tokyo and just travel in is pretty good as well. Or staying like on the outskirts of Tokyo. Like there is a last train, so you check your last train, you work out when is the last train from wherever to my hotel or Airbnb, wherever I'm staying. And that's a really good way to sort of...
I think another misconception about Tokyo is that Tokyo is this like super technopolis.
It's fucking not. Yeah.
It's fucking not. Like the second you leave like the big major urban centers like Shibuya, Shinjuku, Tokyo, like Chiyoda-ku, basically.
Chiyoda-ku, yeah.
You get into places that are like residential areas and you just see like shanty fucking shack houses.
Yeah.
Right? Like just houses made of like corrugated sheet metal.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened to my image
of
shiny giant skyscrapers everywhere and everyone lives in like a fucking traditional... Yeah, like it's not at all.
It's not. I mean, it's fun. You can go and stay in like a big old apartment in like Tokyo for a week if you wanted to. You can like go and live in.
That's cool.
Do your thing, dude. But I don't know. I think another one thing is people assume they can come to Tokyo and sort of hashtag make it big as soon as they get to Tokyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, come to Tokyo. I'll like come on a teacher's visa. I'll like get a modeling contract and I'll just be famous like straight away. And it's like
that's the weeb dream, right?
It's the weeb dream. Yeah, and it's like it's not really gonna work as quickly as that. Like Tokyo is really big, but Tokyo is really condensed. Like it's really super compact. So there are so many people with sort of the same esque dream that you have, and unless you feel some kind of niche that they don't, you're not really gonna get a crazy modeling contract or like some translator job somewhere or something like that. I mean, I feel like Tokyo definitely try. Yeah.
Hey, try. Yeah.
I feel like Tokyo is basically what you make it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think that is a misconception that you can just come here and you'll be successful.
Yeah. I think people think you can come here and Tokyo provides.
Right.
You kind of got to
like you can't fail because you managed to get here somehow.
Getting is the easy part, dude. Yeah. Getting is simple. You got everything
Staying
else.
Staying here is the hard part.
Staying here is the hard part. A lot of people are going this year, like because of everything. A lot of people are going. Like I think if you did want to come to the country,
now is the time.
Now is the time
to at least get your foot in the door.
Yeah, a lot of teachers, a lot of companies are bleeding pretty bad right now.
Yeah,
because a lot of teachers have quit. And they're leaving, and there's no teachers coming in.
Oh, dude, I've got internal emails from my company saying like, we need these teachers. We need like if you want to recommend someone to do this because they can't fill the position. So like, if you're looking for work to just do teaching and just teaching is a good way to get here. Yeah, you don't want to do it forever unless you're moving from being an assistant English teacher, moving to a private school where you're a direct hire. That's a completely different thing. Yeah. Like. You see people online always shit on English. You're like, oh, you teach English in Japan? Like, oh, your job is shitty and blah, 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 blah. But if you're being direct hired by your school... Money. You are making... That is a legitimate job.
Hand over fist good, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like now is a good time as well because so many companies are losing numbers. So, very quickly explain the structure of this. So, the Board of Education will put a contract out and they'll say, we want... you guys to fill, I don't know, 200 teaching positions in the Board of Education area of, I don't know, let's say Sagamihara. So I used to be there. In Sagamihara down in Kanagawa, give us, or Yokohama, that's a bigger one. In Yokohama, we want 300 teachers in Yokohama. Fill the position. Who's gonna get the contract? And then like you have Interact, Borderlink, Nova, GABA,
yeah.
And they'll all give their rates. So, I don't know, GABA and Nova will be like, oh, we'll give you 300 teachers and you have to pay us like X amount per teacher. And the lowest one gets the contract. And then once you get the contract, you got to provide the teachers. You've now promised them 300 teachers for this amount of money. You now have to fill that contract. But now, a lot of companies have got those contracts, but they can't fill them.
Right. Because
no one's coming to Japan because the flights have been cancelled.
Yeah.
So if you're now living in like wherever you're living, your home country, and when it comes to Japan, now's a good time to come because they're going to want anyone. They want people to come here as soon as you can.
As soon as possible.
And when things like that happen, generally you have more space for negotiations. So if they're like, we'll pay you this much a month, be like, can you raise that to this much a month? They'll say no, probably. Then you go, okay, cool. Find another company. Like, there's more, they're going to be more open negotiations if you can sort of get them into that situation. They're backed against the wall now.
Yep.
And if everyone loses the contract and if no one can fill these positions, teachers will be forced to direct hire from the Board of Education, which means more money for the teachers, which is good. Personally, I kind of want all these companies to like fold.
Go under, yes.
Yeah, I would love all these companies to fold because it means that teaching will become a more viable source of income.
Not even that. It's like people who are actually legitimately good teachers will work at the school because now they are beholden directly to the Board of Education and not
the company, whatever company they're working for. Yeah,
this is too much work bullshit. Next question.
Forgive me. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of how it is.
Come now.
Yeah, come now. It's better. Just listen to... Sparkling Leaves says, just listen to episode 27 and the Hatch at Essentials story gives me major flashbacks, Lamo. Yo, yes, very good. I told a story about working in a store in a convenience store campus.
I asked them about this because I'm like, I don't remember what the story was.
I remember this. It was about me working in like this Hatch at Essentials and basically like wrecking... like not following orders, like the company would give, and like just like basically being a massive cunt while working because like they had no power over me because I had like 4 different jobs, stuff like that. It was this person must have gone to my university, which is University of Kent. Gang, well done, good stuff. Thanks, dude. Thanks for listening, Sparkling Leaves. Fucking fantastic. Nice to see there's another Kent person in the
mix,
in the listenership. I got a question. It said it was basically now lockdown is over. Technically over. What's the first thing you want to do now lockdown's finished?
First thing I want to do now that lockdown's finished?
Yeah. My thing is really simple. I just want to go to an izakaya and drink a ton.
Just drink and eat.
Just drink and eat a ton at an izakaya. That's all I want to do.
We'll have to do that like next weekend or something.
Yes, we do. I know. Next weekend, a bunch of the boys are doing stuff. So you should go down and...
Yeah, let's do that.
Do that. Birthdays are coming up and such. Cool. I think that's all the questions I have this week.
Oh, okay. Great.
Fantastic. I'm so hot, dude.
Yes, I've been eyeing this AC remote out of the corner of my eye, but I don't want to turn it on because it'll just sound like the entire recording.
Fuck me. In which case, we'll put this to a close so we can cool the fuck down. I'm not liking how fucking hot it is, dude, honestly.
Goddamn.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Guys, love you and leave you. We'll see you next week. You have any questions? You have any comments to hear?
Send it to the Instagram, send it to the Twitter, send it to the email. Join the Discord, goddammit.
I
want to talk to you.
Yeah. We're going to see what topics we want to talk about.
Yeah.
If you're in the Discord, you get a direct conversation to us. So we talk,
and I'm on it all the time.
Yeah, I'm on it sometimes. Yeah.
I'm always there. You can find me.
Yeah. Guys, love you and leave you, but we're going to go and cool down. I'm going to drink this entire thing of water. Until next week. See you guys. So hot.